everyone, and welcome to another presentation of the Empowered Circle FAQ Live. We are the Empowered Global Entrepreneurs, and today, five women from different countries come together as one global community to answer real questions through honest conversation and real experiences. I'm Joy Apena. I'm joining you from Texas, USA. And today we are addressing a question we hear quite often. What is the company name? I often get asked by my friends, why don't you just tell us the company name? That is a very important question, right? If I were looking into an online business, I would want to know who is behind it too. Asking questions doesn't mean you're being negative. It means you're being careful and responsible. So let me be clear. This conversation is not about hiding a company name. It is about helping people understand that the name alone cannot explain the entire business opportunity. When I first started exploring the digital business, I didn't only want to know the name of the company. I wanted to understand too, what would I actually be doing? What would I need to learn? What kind of training and support would I receive? How much would it cost? And would this business fit my goal, values, and business schedule? Those questions matter because a company name is only one part of the bigger picture. That is why we begin by sharing the business model, the educational process, the system, the products, and the support available. We want people to receive enough context to understand what they are researching, not make a quick decision based only on a name or something they happen to see online. We would also welcome questions because you deserve clear information before making any commitment. Our purpose today is not to convince or pressure you. It is to help you understand, ask informed questions, and decide for yourself whether this opportunity is worth exploring further. So stay with us as the ladies share why we follow an informative process and what every person should know before saying yes to any business opportunity. So I will ask our sister Benita to give her insights.
All right. Thanks, Joy, for the wonderful introduction. So before we continue, I would love to introduce myself. I am Benita, living more than 20 years here in Ontario, Canada, but originally from the Philippines. Now, because of my health challenges, I got to retire early, and I am so happy and grateful that I found this business because I can do in my own pace while I'm still looking after my health. All right. So, to this question is about what is the company name. So, um, why why we don't lead the company name. So one question we often hear, right? So why you don't just tell us the name, company name right away? And that is a very fair question. The company name is important, and as Joy said, and we are not saying that people should never know it. But the reason we don't lead with a company name is because a name by itself doesn't explain the whole picture. For example, if I simply give you the name of a company without explaining anything else, what will most of us naturally do? We go straight to Google. And there's nothing wrong with your doing your own research, right? In fact, I believe people who should research and ask questions before making a decision, right? But online, you can find positive reviews, negative reviews, personal opinion, outdated information, and sometimes information that has nothing to do with what we are actually learning and doing. And that's why we prefer to give people context first so that we do explain first, right? So we introduce the digital business side of what we do. Okay, we talk about learning skills such as content creation, social media branding, attraction marketing, online communication, and how to use digital system and tools. We are explain that there are we also explain that there is training, okay, and also mentorship, okay, and also a community and a step by step that helps beginners understand how everything works. Because when someone asks me, what is the company name? I also want them to understand a bigger question. What would I actually be learning and doing, right? If I decided to explore this. So for me, that question is even more useful, right? So it's about making an informed decision. Okay, we don't want someone to say yes just because they recognize a company name, right? So, and we don't want someone to immediately say no simply because they read one person's opinion, right? And it's out online. So we want people to have enough information to look at the whole picture, ask a question, do their own research, and then decide whether it makes sense for them. And if after learning more, they decide this isn't for me, and that's okay too, right? So there should be no pressure. So my key message here is: are we saying the company name isn't important? Absolutely not. Knowing company name is important, but understanding what would actually be learning and doing and becoming responsible for is even more important. A name gives you something to search, but understanding gives you something to evaluate, right? So, and our goal in this our frequently asked question live is to help you understand first, ask your question openly, and make your own informed decision, because knowledge brings clarity, and clarity helps make us wiser choices. And that's all from me. And our next speaker will um, give her insight or subtopic of what is business all, what is the company name about. So the next speaker is GILMA from Alberta, Canada.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or whichever part of the world you are tuning in from. My name is Gilma Poblador. I'm from the southernmost part of the Philippines. And now I'm living here in Alberta, Canada. Now, every Wednesday, we are here to answer frequently asked questions. And it's hopefully could brighten up your mind and make an informed decision for what we are going here right now. The question for today is, what is the company name, and are we hiding something? Actually, no. There's no legitimate business conversation should require secrecy. We don't keep a secret here. It's understandable for someone to become cautious if they feel that the information is being withheld. That's why questions should be welcome here, and we welcome your questions. As someone moves through the information process, the business relationship, product, cost, and other important details should be explained. That's why we are here trying to explain to you that. We are not keeping a secret in this business. We are here to answer some questions. That's why we are here. Now, nobody should feel pressured to move forward without understanding what they're considering, especially in the business. We are all business owners here, and we want to know what the company name is. As you go along, you will know what the company name is, because we are having this how do you call this, trainings. The most important thing that we do here is gather skills, make us make us really equipped to be a very good business owners. And we don't do it, it might mislead you if we will tell you the company name, and then you will find out someday somehow that, oh, you didn't tell me what we should do here. So we don't want to be blamed, okay? So you need to make an informed decision before you go along and you jump into doing the business. Nobody should feel pressure to move forward without understanding what they are considering, if they are considering this business or not. So transparency doesn't mean giving you one name and saying trust us. How can how can you trust us if we don't give you the name? But you have to make an informed decision first before we will tell you the name of that company. So it means giving you enough information to understand what you're looking at is our main goal here. Okay? So please make an informed decision. It is a no. Legitimate business conversation should require secrecy. So there's ladies here with me. The five of us can answer you the question if you try and reach out for us all. Okay? If you don't get your good decision with Joy, you go to Benita. She will tell you what it is. Okay? So company name, is it really important if you do business? No, it's not. Because here in this business, we are all how do you call um we are all affiliate marketers. So that's what we need to do. Company name is just the second thing. And being an affiliate marketers, there's a lot of companies, and we will take a year before we could explain to you all of it. Okay? So please, before making an informed decisions, think think twice. Okay? Ask questions. That's what you need to do. Thank you. And that's all my take. Um and the next that I'm giving the floor to is
Marceline.
Marceline, who is having a technical problem. Are you okay, sis Marceline?
Yes, I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, but we can see you.
Yes,
That,
I'm still
that,
having technical issue, but that's fine.
that's okay. Yeah. Just go ahead, Sis Marceline. We can definitely hear
Yes.
you. So, yeah.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you, Sister Gilma, for that powerful explanation. My name is Marceline. I'm originally from Cameroon and I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm a mom, a wife, a child of God, a nurse, and a digital online business owner. So our topic for today is what is the name of the company? And I'm going to be explaining the subtopic, why do we have an information process? Content help people make better decisions. So, it is very easy to look for information online, but the information you find online may not explain how a particular business system or partnership work. So our information process help organize every detail step by step so that people can learn what is involved, what tools and training are available, and what will be expected of them. And after learning the details, they can decide whether they want to continue or if they don't want to continue. So the key message here is the purpose of the information isn't the information process is not to pressure anyone to join our company. It is to help them understand before deciding. You have to decide, whether you want to join a company or not. Not that the company name is not important. I think the most important thing is the information, what the companies offers, what they do before you can before you can even be thinking about what is the name of the company. There are so many companies out there, so many, but you have to decide really which company you want to work with, and we are here to help you if you'd like to join us. Thank you. That's all for me. I'm going to pass it over to our sister Eleanor. Over to you, sis.
Yes, thank you, Sister Marceline. That was powerful. You explained it properly, and I will understand it if I were to be looking for a business to do. Let me introduce myself before I proceed. My name is Eleanor. I'm a mom. I'm a child of God. I live in the Netherlands with my family, and I'm a digital business owner. So today, what I'll be discussing or talking about is what should you know before saying yes to this business. Never make a business decision based on excitement alone. Which company is involved or who do we partner with? That's very important to know because our business is legitimate and we've partnered with a company that has been in existence for decades and has a proven system. So if you're looking for a business to do, you need to know all those things. What exactly will I be doing? These are some of the questions that you should be asking. What does the business entail? What is your responsibility as a business owner? And what does it cost to participate in case you decide to start this business? You should know all these. Are there additional fees? Are there quotas? Are there monthly expenses or ongoing expenses involved? These are some of the important questions that you need to be asking. How does the compensation plan work? We work with high tickets. We deal with high ticket products and high ticket compensations too, just to let you know. What's the refund or cancellation terms? That's also very important. We have a 30-day refund policy. We have it. So just to let you know. And what effort or responsibilities will be expected from me? These are all important questions that we are bringing forward. Take your time to ask questions. Take your time to do your due diligence and make an informed decision. It is okay to say yes after you've asked all these questions, done your own research. It's okay to say yes. You are welcome. And it's also okay to say no. We don't chase people. We don't put pressure on people. We give you the right information and you need to decide what you want to do. That's all from me. Back to you, Sister Joy.
All right, thank you, ladies, for sharing your honest insights, and thank you to everyone who joined us today. So remember, when someone asks what is the company name, we understand why that information matters. But we also believe that making a wise decision requires more than simply hearing a name. It requires understanding the complete picture. So remember, questions are always welcome. So if this conversation resonates with you, connect with the person who invited you to this event. Visit their business page or website. Our websites are you can ask any one of us here, a text message or an email and ask questions and take the time to go through the information. We are a legitimate business. So continue learning, continue asking questions, and trust God to guide you towards the decision that is right for you. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, we are five women with different countries, one global community. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep moving forward. Thank you again, ladies. Together we rise and together we grow. God bless
Yes.
Thank
everyone.
you, everybody. Thank you for
Thank
watching.
you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much
your
for watching.
time.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you
Bye
for your time.
bye.
Bye
Bye.
for now.
Bye.
Bye.